Hello, happy Saturday, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Jessica, and I make videos about the Walt Disney Company and whatever else is going on in my life at the time. It's great to have you here. Also, Happy New Year, happy 2023. We made it, and honestly, we're 7 days into the new year as I'm filming this, and it's been a really good year so far, so fingers crossed it stays this way. It's been a really good first week of the year, so hope your week is going great too and that your New Year's off to a great start. Also, sorry if you hear that in the background, Punzi is drinking her daily gallon of water at one time. So we're gonna hear some slurping happening. Sorry about that. So I am filming today because a pretty momentous life thing is happening today, but also we just have a lot of plans this weekend. So I feel like a weekend vlog is a good idea. But the main reason that I decided to vlog this weekend is because I'm going to get my first tattoo today, and it's been a long time coming. I am so nervous. I really hate needles, like a lot. Very, very scared of needles. But I've wanted tattoos for a really long time. It has been one of my New Year's resolutions for the last, I'm 29, 9 years at least, to go get a tattoo. And I'm getting a Taylor Swift tattoo. I will talk more about its meaning after I get it because I am still slightly nervous that I'm gonna chicken out and not actually do it, but I've already paid my deposit. I bought some numbing cream that was recommended to me by my friend Paige, and then like the tattoo shop recommended the brand that they prefer. So I'm feeling reasonably good about it right now, but I am very nervous. And then afterwards, Adam and I are gonna go to Disney Springs and get some treats and have a nice little date afternoon. So that's my reward for being a brave girl and getting my tattoo. It should be a pretty exciting weekend, so come along. Okay, I'm here. It's happening. I have the stencil on my arm. We're doing the thing. Also, put the numbing cream on. Works so good. When he was like shaving my arm, I like barely felt anything. So hopefully we get through this in one piece. Okay, hello. We're at Disney Springs now. We're getting some lunch. We're at Deluxe Burger, but I did it. My tattoo is all done, and I'm so proud of myself. Like I said in the first clip from today, I've been wanting to get a tattoo for like 9 years, and I finally did it, and I'm so proud of myself. It actually wasn't that bad. The numbing cream helped so much, and the tattoo artist was really great. So super happy I did it. I went to Fine Ink Tattoos in Kissimmee. It's like 10 minutes from Disney, and yeah, it was a really great experience. So highly recommend them if you are looking to get a tattoo. But yeah, I'm just really happy that it's done, and it looks great. I'm really happy with it. So when I get home later, I'll explain what it means and all that. But for now, we're gonna enjoy a nice date day at Disney Springs. So at Deluxe Burger now, and we'll see what happens the rest of the afternoon. All right, so we just got out of Deluxe Burger. Really good, always obsessed. And now we just went to Salt and Straw because they're doing a dairy-free decadence series for January. So I have a vegan bananas Foster cone. Adam has can you put your cone in the shot? Adam has a peanut butter brittle cone. And we also tried the red velvet. There was a chocolate sorbet and a oat cookies in milk or something like that. Cookies and oat milk. They were all really good. These are for sure the two best flavors though, but highly recommend, especially if you like a dairy-free option. Go to Salt and Straw and get some dairy-free ice cream. All right, we're home. We had a really nice time at Disney Springs. It was really nice outside. It's like in the 60s today, which is super great. Like perfect weather. We enjoyed lunch. We got ice cream. Nothing to complain about. Here's another look at my tattoo because it was like peeking in the shot. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm so tired after all of that. Probably from getting my tattoo. Like, even though it didn't really hurt or anything. Yeah, I was pretty nervous about it, so I'm pretty exhausted. So I think I'm gonna take a nap. And then our friend Brian, who's been staying with us, is coming home from the airport in a little bit. Well, not a little bit. It's 4:30 now, and he gets home at like 9:30. So we're gonna go pick him up from the airport in a little while, and that's gonna be pretty much the rest of our evenings. I'm awake from my nap now, which was actually like such a nice nap. It was so needed. I love naps. And now I'm cuddling with Miss Miko. Hello, Miko. Mwah. We're cuddling. We're having a nice time. I have my heating pad on, so she's my best friend right now because she loves the heating pad. So I thought now might be a good time to explain a little bit about my tattoo and what it means and why I got it and all of that. So if that interests you, let's dive in. So I've known that I've wanted a tattoo, like I said, for like 9 years. There's a lot of things that I want represented on me forever. I have a list going on my phone of tattoos that I, in an ideal world would get one day. There's some Disney parks in there. There's some Disney princesses. There's my pets. There's something for me and Adam. There's all sorts of different things that are in this note on my phone. About a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted my first tattoo to be a lyric from Taylor Swift's Red. Sorry, Miko is like pawing at my phone. I decided I wanted my first tattoo to be a lyric from Taylor Swift's Red album because Red is my favorite album of all time. It really came out at a pivotal point in my life, and there's a lot wrapped up in that album for me. And it turned 10 in October. So 10 years is a long time. And along with it turning 10, it's been 10 years of true crazy growth for me and change for me. So I wanted something that kind of represented that on that level too, because Red has really kind of been like right beside me for every change, every thing that has happened in my life since 2012 when it came out. And so I wanted to make sure that was represented on me forever. Also, the Eras Tour is happening in April. I keep forgetting which month it is. I think it's April that it's coming to our city. But I'm going to 2 shows on the Eras Tour, which I'm very, very excited about and feel very fortunate to have acquired tickets to. But I thought it would be really cool to have my Taylor tattoo before the Eras Tour. If the timing had been perfect, I would have had it for Red's 10th anniversary, but I was too chicken to get it in October. So yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about what it means. So it's going to get a little convoluted here. It took me a while to really process what I wanted and why I wanted it. So stay with me. So my favorite Taylor lyric of all time is from probably the most famous song on Red, which is All Too Well, because All Too Well is my favorite song by anyone ever of all time. And the lyric is, sorry, my brain like went blank as I was thinking about it. The lyric is, time won't fly. It's like I'm paralyzed by it. I'd like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it. And if you know me and you know my life, the era around 2012 and the very beginning of 2013 was a huge era of change in my life. And that lyric just really struck a chord with me of like, I miss who I was last year, 2 years ago, like I want to go back to being that person. And as it turns out, I couldn't go back to being that person. And as the years have gone on, it has become even more difficult to go back to being the person that I was at checks notes 18, because I'm not 18 anymore. That's a very specific time. And also I went through a lot of craziness between then and now. So my first snap instinct was like, let's get my favorite Taylor lyric, or let's get something from All Too Well. And at the end of the day, there's nothing on All Too Well All Too Well is a sad song. It's my favorite song, but it doesn't mirror my life in any way other than that lyric. And I thought about getting that lyric, but it just seemed like not representative of who I want to be. Like I don't, as much as I want to find that old version of myself again, I really don't want to be her anymore 10 years later. So that lyric doesn't represent who I am anymore, and I didn't want it on my body forever, even though it is my favorite lyric still. So with the determination that I was going to get a tattoo from Red, in the car one day, I listened to Red all the way through from track 1 to track 30, I think it is, on Red TV. But I really did want something from the original album. And immediately when I listened to State of Grace, the lyric that stuck out to me was, and I never saw you come in, and I'll never be the same. And I listened through the rest of the album to see if there was another lyric that hit me hard enough to get put on my body, and it just didn't hit the same way. And so what I reconciled with that lyric and what hit me so much about that lyric is that, 19-year-old me wanted to be my old self, but 29-year-old me is able to say, I will never be the same. I will never be that version of myself. And there's part of me that's really happy with that and that's found peace with that. And to kind of give a little more dimension to that, let's talk about some things that have happened in my life since Red came out. Okay, let's capture this. Both of my parents have passed away. My mom passed away about 4 months after Red came out. My dad passed away 2 years-ish after Red came out. I have no parents. Like, that has changed my heart and my life in a way that I can never go back to who I was when my parents were here, especially my mom, but like my parents in general. I entered my first real mature relationship, and that person is now my husband, which is also a crazy life change. I went from being someone who had had one high school boyfriend who gave me some of the sad Taylor songs to, relate to, which, thanks, bro. But it was a high school relationship and that's it, to having this all-encapsulating, enrapturing relationship that started in a whirlwind and has continued on for over 10 years. That also changes you as a person. I'm absolutely not who I was the day that Adam and I got into a relationship. Changes you. I went from living in South Florida, where I grew up and where I had spent most of my life, to living in Orlando, where I've always wanted to be. I own a house now with my husband. I went from being a moody teenager, 19, whatever, to being a full-fledged adult. And like, granted, we're working on getting me to being a full-fledged adult, but I really have really come into my own and become a different person. And then let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room that I haven't talked about on YouTube yet, or in a lot of places, but if you know me in real life, I deconstructed my entire belief system over the course of the last 2.5, almost 3 years. I was raised to be an evangelical Christian in the Baptist church, and I am now agnostic. And I unpacked all of that and still unpacking it, but I went from that to this over the course of the last 3 years, which has changed everything about me on the most fundamental level. So yeah, and that is one of the main reasons why I don't want to be who I used to be, because as I look back at who that girl was, I don't want to be that version of myself. I don't want to find that version of myself. Actually, I like the freedom that comes in this current space that I'm in. So that's a big one. But yeah, there's just a lot of change and a lot of evolution and a lot of things about me that are so different than who they were in 2012. And I think this tattoo summarizes all of that important change into one line. It represents all of those huge moments in my life in one line. And it captures that Taylor and her music have really held my hand and guided me through all of those changes and been so instrumental and important for my whole life, pretty much, since I was 13, but very specifically since Red came out. So yeah, that's why I wanted this tattoo. That's why I got this tattoo. And then the leaves are, because the lyric itself, which I really like the lyric, it just didn't scream Red, I guess, to someone who didn't know. And I guess the leaves probably don't do as much as they should, but whatever. I got the leaves because of Autumn Leaves Falling Down Like Pieces into Place from All Too Well, because I did want a little sprinkle of All Too Well in there because it is my favorite song and it's an absolute work of art. So that's why the little leaves are there. And the font is the Red Taylor's version font. So we matched that perfectly, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I feel so good about getting this, and yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble about it for a while. There's really no concise way to sum up, this is why I got this tattoo, but that's more or less why I got this tattoo. Also wanted to point out that the original tattoo that I wanted in this spot for a really long time was We Keep Moving Forward the Walt Disney, part of the Walt Disney quote that's like in Meet the Robinsons with like an arrow. And I still really like that and might get it one day, but in a way, this tattoo has sort of the same meaning. So I think that's interesting. But yeah, that's my Taylor Swift tattoo. And I'm really happy about it. As far as like post-tattoo feeling, it burned a little bit for like a couple hours, like while we were at Disney Springs. But since I've been home, it feels pretty good. I was able to sleep on this side when I took my nap. I had to like be kind of careful about where my arm was, but it was fine. So we're doing great. And I get to take the plastic off of it in 3 to 4 days. And then I just need to like wash it and we'll be good to go. And I'll be a fully completed tattoo queen. So good morning. Happy Sunday. I forgot to vlog all morning. It's already like 2:30. Oops. It's been a really nice Sunday morning though. I woke up at like 9:30. I played Dreamlight Valley for a really long time, which was really nice and calming. And then I went to Publix to pick up my medicine and get a couple groceries. And yeah, we're about to go get lunch or dinner in a little bit and pick up some stuff from Target that we need. It's just a really nice, relaxing Sunday. Hello, friends. It's Tuesday now. Oops. I just did not vlog on Sunday other than the clip that you just saw. The day just kind of got away from us and I just didn't think about it really. So sorry about that, but basically on Sunday, we had a pretty lazy day until the evening, and then we went to Plantees, which is this restaurant in like downtown Orlando that my friend put us on to, and it's all vegan, which is awesome. So it's vegan burgers, vegan chicken nuggets, vegan fries, vegan sauces, vegan shakes. Like, it's so great to just have so many options for Adam especially, but also for me, because I'm trying to move more into that plant-based realm. And then we went this weekend specifically because sometime very recently they just launched their vegan chicken sandwich, so we went so Adam could try that specifically. So it was really good. He said I didn't get that. I got a burger and fries with the Green Goddess sauce. If you live in Orlando, you should absolutely go try Plantees, and if you go, you should get the Green Goddess sauce because it slaps so hard. So good. But yeah, so we did that, and then we went to Target after that. I have a really toxic trait of placing a pickup order for all my groceries and then still going into Target. So we had this pickup order, but we went into Target anyways, which was really fun just to like walk around. We ended up getting some cute stuff for Punzi and Miko. We got Miko this like one of those like fishing rod kind of toys, but it's for Valentine's Day, so it has like cute little hearts on it. She loves it. And we got Punzi an avocado toy because Miko has an avocado that she's like known for at boarding. Whenever we take her to boarding when we go on vacation, they're like, where's our avocado? So we got Punzi an avocado too. And then we got Punzi some treats because she was out of treats, so she's got a good variety of that. We walked around and looked at the Valentine's Day stuff. I held a Squishmallow for the first time because I've been like seeing people talk about it, and Adam and I both almost bought Squishmallows because we were both like, these are so soft, these are so nice, but we didn't. And we looked around at like toys and board games and stuff and just kind of meandered through Target, which is always like so much fun. So yeah, it was a really good time. And after that, we just kind of came home and hung out. So really chill day to end the weekend, especially Saturday was so busy that like I'm glad we had some chill downtime. And then this was really only supposed to be a weekend vlog, but I'll go ahead and tell you. So yesterday we worked, which is whatever, but then for dinner we had some stuff that we got at Target. There is this new line of vegan food stuff, I think other home goods, but we only bought food stuff from Tabitha Brown, who I had not heard of before her partnership with Target, but we bought her garlic plant-based burgers and her garlic vegan pasta salad, and we had them for dinner last night, and they slap so hard, guys. So good, especially the pasta salad. Like, the burgers were very good, but I season Impossible meat and make burgers all the time, so like they were really good, but not like crazy different than a burger I would just make myself. But the pasta salad was phenomenal, so good. And today something very exciting happened. I took the plastic covering off my tattoo and I cleaned it for the first time, and it's looking good. I was pretty nervous for a second because when the plastic wrap stuff was still on it, some of the letters looked kind of weird and not right, and I was like, oh no. And I know I jerked around a couple times when he was tattooing me, so I was like, it's probably my fault. But now that the plastic is off, I'm like, oh, it's perfect. Everything looks great. So yeah, and it feels really good to have the plastic off. I'm so happy with it. Like, sorry, there's still a little bit of like the residue underneath the lettering there, but really, really happy with it and happy that it's done. And honestly, excited to go back and get more tattoos because it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So yeah. And like I said, now it's Tuesday. I had an acai bowl for breakfast that was really good. I did a great job on it, frankly. I've been trying to master acai bowl making at home for a long time, so happy that happened. And now I'm working, so that's that. If you hung out with us through this weekend vlog, thanks for joining and following along. This is the first year in a long time that I have not made one of my New Year's resolutions to make content because, as we can tell, it doesn't do anything for me to make that a resolution. I did pretty good last year for a while and then it just kind of fell off. So I don't know what my upload schedule is going to be. I really like making videos and I think I'm just going to make videos when I feel like it, to be quite honest. I don't know, we'll see. I would like to upload a video a week. I would like to do more vlog style type things. So keep an eye out, subscribe if you're interested. That would be great. Also, if you have suggestions for specific things you want to see, please leave comments because I do just like run out of inspiration sometimes too. So if you have specific things you want to know about or see me do or anything like that, put it in the comments because I would be happy to take your suggestions and make them into videos. Also, if you're not already, follow me on other social media. I'm significantly more active on Instagram, Twitter, and currently TikTok. I've been posting a lot of TikToks lately. So if you're interested in seeing my content or hearing from me more, I definitely spend a lot of time on those platforms. And my username on all 3 of those platforms is at Jessica Harley. I'll put it here, but it's Harley with 3 E's. So yeah, that's where you can find me when I'm not posting on YouTube. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a happy new year so far, and I will see you guys real soon. Have a magical rest of your day.